Good morning, culés. It is time to wake up and Barça live Barcelona news coming at you from right here on the Undefeated channel. Big win, not really. Let me turn that down. Bittersweet win, more accurately, over Victoria Plzen. Look at that, nailed it. Nailed the pronunciation. Look at me. Anyway, 4-2 victory. I'm being silly, folks. 4-2 victory. It is a bit bittersweet. We're out of Champions League. We ended on a win over not really a formidable opponent, but we're still going to talk about it. We're going to go over the good, the bad, and the Barça from our 4-2 victory away to Victoria Plzen. And we'll talk about whatever else comes up conversationally. All the headlines coming out of the Camp Nou. That's what we'll be discussing today. If you want to be part of the conversation, make sure you subscribe so you can participate in the chat with your fellow culés. We'll have a little bit of caffeine. We'll catch up on all the Barcelona news, like I said, whether you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on TikTok. Make sure you drop those likes. I appreciate you having... That sentence doesn't make sense at all. I appreciate you being here. I'm happy to have you, I think is what I was trying to say there. Anyway, Victoria Plzen, Barcelona match review, and more. Let's kick things off the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John.
All right, here we go. Fix my seat up there. Okay, good morning to you all. How's everybody feeling? Why is this slid over so much? We need this more like right here. There we go. That's better. That's better. Now I can see. Hi there, TikTok. Make sure you click those hearts. I do appreciate it. YouTube, drop those likes. I do appreciate it. Whew. Barcelona ending their Champions League run with a win here. At least we got that. There's going to be some positives that we'll talk about. There's few bads, I'll say. Very little to discuss in terms of bad. But anyway, I digress. Let's do a little match overview, and then we'll get into the good, the bad, and the Barça. From Barcelona 4-2 over Victoria Plzen. We saw goals from Alonso, 2 from FERRAN Torres, and 1 from Pablo TORRE. Taking a look at the stats, Plzen, 22 shots, 8 on target compared to Barcelona's 11 and 7. Whew. Against a team with a better attack, some better finishing, we actually probably would have been in trouble in this one, if we're being honest. Possession-wise, 77%. Love to see that. Passes, 752. Passing accuracy, 91% for the Blaugrana. Astonishing. 9 fouls committed, 3 yellow cards. Nothing to worry about there. Only 1 corner. And of course, we end in 3rd place. Womp, womp, womp. Folks, it's disappointing. It is. It's a bummer. No Champions League. It was a rough month. It was a rough October. We talked about it already. We went through match by match. We talked about the results from October. It was a tough one. And we didn't fully rise to the occasion. You all might see OG back there stretching out. We got Puyol down here too. Unfortunately, OG is a little bit under the weather. He ate a half of a tennis ball last night and has been yakking up ever since. In fact, we might see something happen here. Might happen live, folks. OG, you gonna lie down, buddy? Okay, that's my good boy. Little sweetheart. Isn't he just the sweetest? I love you guys. Anyway, amateur hour here, folks. This is not a studio production. This is the Undefeated Mustache John channel. It's gonna be informal sometimes. I'm gonna make mistakes. I got puppies to take care of when one of them's not feeling well. It is what it is. I'm glad that you are all here hanging out with me regardless. Anyway, I think we were talking about our Champions League exit, but we got a lot to look forward to, folks. Okay? We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the Barça from this match. We're going to talk about Barcelona news. We're going to do all that and more on today's episode. But first, I want to turn to the chat. I want to say my hellos. My hair's crazy today. I'm halfway through my morning, and my hair has not settled itself down. Anyway, let me turn to the chat, say my hellos. TikTokers, click those hearts. YouTubers, click those thumbs up. Thumb ups? I gotta stop saying it that way because I sound silly. There's not a clean way of actually saying that. Anyway, Ayush, my stash mod, how we doing, sir? Pete from Poland, good to see you. Matinho, hello. Says Ferran Torres is better than Ronaldo. I don't know about all that, but I appreciate the optimism. Sahil, how we doing? Ernest is with us. Hello, hello. Says, hello, I've seen you've changed a lot. I see you've changed the time for Wake Up and Barça. Yes, we've been mixing up the times just to, spread it around a little bit. I know not everybody can tune in at 7 a.m., and I'll be honest with you, these past few months, it's been hard for me to wake up and get going that early. So there will be some days where it makes sense. I think Monday we did an early one, if I'm not mistaken. I could be. My memory's not that great. Anyway, and it's also warm. I'm gonna take this off. I need a thinner robe for warmer days. It's like 60 degrees out right now. OG, you doing okay, buddy? Can you lie down? Again, OG's not feeling well. I'm just keeping an eye out for him. Okay, buddy. Anyway, we're trying not to be too distracted, but it's my pups. Love my pups. Wake Up in Barça times. Yes, we're mixing it up. Usually for post-match and pre-match, I'll try to do 7 a.m. so it's out there early. People can catch it on replay. Do I have hair in my coffee? I do have hair in my coffee. We're just all over the place today, folks. We're all over the place. Sahil says, informal is always pure. I appreciate it. You're getting a real glimpse into my life today. I got a sick puppy to take care of. Doing my best. He hasn't eaten anything yet today. It's kind of concerning. But we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Mike asked, new mug. Not brand new. I've had this for a while, and although I have a ton of mugs with sentimental value that I do love and appreciate, this Ember mug, not a sponsor, but hey, if you see this and you want to work something out, you want to collaborate, Ember, check me out. But this mug, for 90 minutes or so, will keep your favorite beverage at whatever temperature you want. Hot, medium, cool. My wife likes her coffee basically room temperature. It's disgusting. But Ember will keep it right there for her. Whatever the temperature is that you set in the app, put your liquid in there, it recognizes it, it keeps it at that temperature. Like I said, like a 90-ish minute, somewhere less than 2 hours battery life. And for a guy who likes his coffee piping hot, it's a good move. It's a good move. So, shout out to Ember. Again, if you want to do a sponsorship, you can contact me. You know where to find me. Anyway, not a sponsor, just practicing here, folks. Good morning to you all. Again, if you want to participate in the chat, subscribe to the channel. We're live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday covering Barcelona news here. We are going to get to the good, the bad, and the Barça. Don't you worry. We'll get there. I'm just slowly easing into things here. Puyol's now over here chewing on a toy. Fantastic. Oh, my goodness. Pete from Poland says the time is great. In Poland, it's 3 p.m. All right. Ayush says he'll be fine. Milo also was not well yesterday after his birthday on the 31st, but was just fine by the night. Well, happy birthday to Milo, and also glad to hear that he's feeling better too. I know dogs sometimes they eat things and they get sick. It happens. Sahil also says perfect timing. Fantastic. Football for life. Love the name. Says 6 p.m. here in Georgia. Glad to have you. See, this is what I mean. We try to mix it up a little bit so other folks have the opportunity to join live. I know it's just as good to watch on replay, I'm sure, but folks want to participate in the conversation. They want to get the chat going, of course. Anyway, speaking of things getting going, let's talk about the good, the bad, the Barça from Victoria Plzen, losing at home 2-4 to Barcelona. You can't stop that Barcelona. Oh boy. Hey, Puyol. Relax, buddy. Relax. He's just chewing on a toy down here, growling. He wants to play. Anyway, we're here to do a job. Sorry, folks. This is going to be a sloppy one. It is what it is. Let's talk about the good, the bad, the Barça, starting with what was... hang on. Let me get on the right setting here. Starting with what was good about the match. There was a lot of things. I'm going to give credit to Xavi here, first and foremost, okay? Aside from just we got to win as we exit Champions League, which is nice. But I'm going to give credit to Xavi for bringing in some youngsters, giving them some experience, taking the opportunity for some of these Barca athletic players to get Champions League football. Pablo Torre, Inaki Peña, Alvaro Sanz, Mark Casado. These are names that you're going to want to know for the future of Barcelona. Keep an eye out for these names. So I'm giving credit to Xavi, but the good box does go to Pablo Torre. This was not his debut, but his first significant amount of time in Champions League. Got a goal, had a top performance, little slip up here and there, but he's young. He's going to make those mistakes. Gave up a penalty, little over assertive, little guy syndrome, if anything. I'm not too worried about it. The good box goes to Pablo Torre for his excellent effort against Victoria Plzen. Ovi, good morning to you, sir. Good to see you. That's what was good about the match. Like I said, Xavi bringing in the youngsters, Pablo Torre in particular, getting the 3 points. Love it. Love to see it. What was bad about the match... wrong button. There we go. What was bad about the match, we didn't get the clean sheet. Puyol, buddy, you gotta stop. Hey, Puyol, stop. Sorry. Puyol doesn't realize we're doing a live show here, and he's just gonna lick his paw to death. And it sounds like it's in my ear. I don't know about any of you. I know we're going way off track here, but the sound of a dog going drives me nuts. If they're chewing a toy, okay, cool. But if they're just sitting there licking their paw just for the sake of it. Anyway. Boy, you're fine, buddy. He wants to play. I might have to take them out of the room. This is why they're not allowed in here when we do the live shows anymore. We used to have puppy cam. Back particularly when it was just OG, but ever since we got 2 of them, they like to wrestle, and if they're not wrestling, they're making noises. If they're not making noises, they want attention or they want something, and I love my pups, so it's hard to ignore them. Anyway, I digress. What was bad about this match? No clean sheet, but hey, that's gonna happen. Inaki Peña, I don't blame him. Penalty and then poor marking on the cross. We can call that out, actually. Let's call that out. Alonso and Piqué, both I've noticed throughout this season, not just in this match, but both have trouble marking off of service from the sides, whether it's a free kick or from the run of play. It seems like the two of them, maybe it's a communication issue, and I don't understand that. They both have a wealth of experience, both for club and country, so it doesn't quite make sense. But I'll say Piqué and Alonso, your marking on the cross is not good. But I'm going to say what was really bad about this match was the injury to Kessié. Not Kessié's performance by any means. I think that what I saw from Kessié is actually, Kessié is a defensive mid. He is a pivot midfielder. He is not a box-to-box necessarily. He can perform, but he's not necessarily that box-to-box like a Frankie, like a Gavi. Kessié is a defensive midfielder. We've been playing him out of position. So it's bad that he got injured right at a time when this is probably going to be his opportunity over the next few weeks after the World Cup, after the World Cup, to get some playing time. So Kessié going down, hamstring injury, probably going to be out for a month. Won't see him until after the World Cup. Good news is we're going to be getting back like half of our squad after the World Cup. Anyway, I digress. Bad news for Kessié. Gets injured. He was looking good in that pivot role. We'll talk more about that because I'm actually changing my opinion on Kessié a bit after seeing him play in that number 6 as opposed to a number 8 role going box to box. I digress. That's really all that I'm going to say was bad about this match. Again, we could harp on the fact that we didn't get a clean sheet. We could pick apart a few things here or there, but this was a friendly match. We had some Barcelona athletic players out there. It is what it is. So Kessié's injury, for me, is what was bad about the match. It's got to get in the box. Switching over now to what was Barça about the match. I'm going to give credit to another youngster who really does represent the badge. No matter what the competition, no matter who the opponent, it does not matter. You will always get 100% effort from the young Gavi here. He was running through players on Victoria Plzen. He does not care. Oh, we're out of Champions League and this match doesn't matter. Good luck convincing Gavi of that. Good luck. This guy. No goals. I don't think he got any assists either. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the effort, the counterattacks that this youngster is creating, the ability to dribble and create on the ball. I'm loving it. When he's confident, there's no stopping him. No stopping him. So Gavi gets the Barça box for his performance against Victoria Plzen. That leaves us with the mustache man of the match, and this really should be no surprise. Shout out to FERRAN Torres for his double against Victoria Plzen. Gets him the mustache man of the match. And listen, don't look now, but FERRAN Torres finding his form. I mentioned this a few matches ago. He's starting to find the back of the net. He's starting to pick up some assists. His spatial awareness, the runs that he makes, the first touch, incredible. Now he's starting to find his shooting boots. He's starting to put the pieces together. I'm very excited for the future of FERRAN Torres. He gets the mustache man of the match, and I'm telling you, folks, everyone who hated on FERRAN over the last year, everyone who had their doubts, this is for you. It's time to wake up. It's time to give FERRAN a fair look, a fair assessment. This guy's he's going places. I'm excited for FERRAN Torres. I really am. So mustache man of the match for FERRAN Torres. Pablo Torre gets the good. Kessier's injury gets the bad. Gavi gets the Barça box. Barcelona 4-2 to end their Champions League run for 2022. That's okay. Europa League coming, but the focus is going to be La Liga. The focus is going to be Copa del Rey, then Europa League, then Supercopa. Those would be, I think, in order how we're going to be focused for this year. Because a domestic double at the end of the season, looking back, that's really where Barcelona were probably going to settle. We weren't going to win Champions League this year. Okay, so whether we go out in the group stage or we go out in the round of 16 or the quarterfinals, whatever it is, we weren't going to win this year. So my disappointment as we move away from this will start to fade. We'll get plenty of good performances, plenty of wins in La Liga, in Copa del Rey. Like I said, Europa League is going to be a tough competition. Juventus, Atletico Madrid, who else? Marseille is going down into Europa League. Who's going to be meeting us there? Manchester United, Arsenal. I think Real Sociedad and another La Liga team are also in there. There's 9 or 10 teams in Europa League that are going to be tough competition. So we got to watch out. Hey, Puyo. You stop, buddy. Puyo. Okay, we'll keep that right there. Okay. Anyway, my goodness. So, what do you think, folks? Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to turn to the chat, get your opinions. We'll keep the conversation going. If you're watching this on replay, let me know in the comments. What do you think about the good, the bad, the Barça, the mustache, man of the match? Agree, disagree? What did I get right? What did I get wrong? Let me know your thoughts. I'll turn to the chat. Again, TikTok, click those hearts. YouTube, drop the likes. That's how we say it. Instead of clicking the thumbs up, drop the likes, click the hearts. That's how we'll say it. That's how language works. Man, my hair is getting wild. I'm growing out the undercut. If you noticed, growing all this out. And it looks quite silly right now when I have it up. It looks quite silly. But while that's happening, it makes my hair crazy thick. Crazy thick. Anyway, I know we're not here for hair talk. This is not a beauty product show. Anyway, hair is what it is. It is what it is, folks. Let's turn to the chat. Let's see what we got going on here. Mike Aragon says, Ansu was kind of garbo, sadly. He's frightful of another injury, which impedes him to be a Tiger. I'll give you that. He's still holding back a little bit. He's not stuck in second gear like we saw at the beginning of the season. He's starting to open things up, but you are correct about that. I think he's pre-World Cup. I think he's being cautious because he still wants that call-up. I don't know if that's still a possibility. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong in thinking that Ansu Fati is still trying to get on the Spanish national team going into the World Cup. If that is the case, I could see him being more conservative going into the tournament and then afterwards letting it all hang out. We'll see. Sahil says, can FERRAN reach Villa level at Barça? Not a comparison, but a question on the mind. I was thinking the same thing, actually. Again, we don't want to compare. We don't want to put that kind of pressure on a player. But But I'm liking what I'm seeing from Ferran Torres, and he's got the talent. He's got those tools that maybe. Saint, hello and welcome, says Ansu Fati isn't Barca's golden boy anymore. I wouldn't say he's not the golden boy, but, well, yes, I would say he's not the golden boy. He is a golden boy. He is one of Pedri, Gavi, Ferran Torres. You know, there is... Guys, we are so young. Barcelona's team is so incredibly young. Yes, we have a handful of veterans, Lewandowski, our 4 captains. Outside of that, we have very few players over 25. Very few. Barcelona are so young. I mean, Pedri, Gavi, Araujo, Christensen, Balde, Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres, Rafinha. The list goes on and on. All these players are 25 or younger. Most of them under 22. The dream teens from Barcelona's youth academy coming up. Get real, dude. These players are all 20 years and younger. Barcelona are so young. We have to be patient. Barcelona fans. 28 bottles. How we doing, sir? Says Pablo Torre has a bright future. Amen to that. Dimitar, good to see ya. Jatine, good to see ya. Who else we got in here? Gene Nam says 100% agree with the good, bad Barca and man of the match. Thank you, Gene. I appreciate that. Erfan, hello. Says Marseille was last in their group and Sporting was third. Oh no, Sporting got third, so Marseille is out. Good call. Thank you for the fact check, Erfan. Hi, OG. How you feeling, bud? Oh, you're not going to get that toy for right now. Ernest says, I honestly don't think Oyarzabal is better than Ansu at left wing for Spain. He's got more consistent, more experience, and you can't bring Ansu Fati to the World Cup and rely on him if you think he might get injured, unfortunately. Go ahead, lie down. Can pull you over there lying down? Go ahead, lie down. What else we got going on? Mike says, sorry for the harsh words. Ansu's situation saddens me a bit. No worries, Mike. No worries. There is room for venting. There is room for expressing frustration. We always keep it respectful, and you were by no means across the line there, Mike, so you're all good. Ghost, what's up, brother? Says, Europa looks very exciting. It's going to be some good football. It really is. I don't know what this notification keeps popping up on TikTok means, but it is what it is. Welcome, everybody. Click those hearts. I hope you're enjoying. What were we talking about? Europa League. It's going to be some good football. It is. Big clubs, big names. And listen, I made a little video talking about a conspiracy theory. If you missed it, go back and look at my shorts. There's a Barcelona conspiracy video out there. But all of a sudden, Europa League, it might be fun to watch. Maybe. We'll see. Let me know your thoughts. Mike Aragon says, send Bayern to Barca B. I don't know about all that. I mean, I'm not a huge fan. Not loving what I'm seeing from him, but I don't know about sending him to Barca B. Ghost said, City versus PSG or Man U versus Barca. Which one are you going to watch? Well, I'm going to watch Man U versus Barca, of course. But I think most of the world, I would assume, is going to watch Man City versus PSG. I would think. I don't know, though. What'll be fun is what do they call it? Is it the UEFA Super Cup? Where the Champions League and Europa League winners play each other. I think it's called the UEFA Super Cup. I could be wrong. Not perfect here. I could be wrong about that one. Ovi says, to be honest, I love Europa League. That theme song is a banger. Also, some of the matches are quite interesting. I will say Europa League theme song is better than Champions League. I think you got to give them that. It's almost indisputable. Club World Cup, that is different. The FIFA Club World Cup is different than the Europa Super Cup. Different competition, my dude. Royson, what's up, brother? How we doing? Hope everybody's out there feeling good, feeling strong. Barcelona with a little pick-me-up against Victoria Plzen. It's so funny how it seems like it takes a whole tournament. I don't think this is the first time Victoria Plzen have been in Champions League, but it usually takes a full tournament before broadcasters start accurately pronouncing the name. So I just heard it yesterday for the first time, Victoria Plzen. Everybody's been saying Victoria Plzen or Pulls, but it's Plzen. Makes sense. Little tilde on the end. Yeah. Plzen. Look at me pronouncing all these words like I'm not an American. Anyway, let's take a look at what's up next for Barcelona. Let's head on over to Barcelona fixtures here. See what we got going on. Again, rounding out a rough October for Barcelona, but we made it through. Out of Champions League, but La Liga only a point down. And I'll tell you what, if you told me at the beginning of October that at the end of October we would be 1 point down Madrid in La Liga, I would take it. I would take those results given our schedule. Anyway, we got a little bit of pullback here, a little bit easier run of schedule. Well, nope, never mind. Never mind. For a match we do, Almeria, then Osasuna, but then we have our Catalonia rivals, Espanyol. Then we have away to Atletico Madrid. Then we have Real Betis in the Supercopa de España. Ay, things are heating up. But we only got 2 more matches before the World Cup. So let's focus on those. Almeria, Osasuna. Should be easy peasy. If we take a look at the table, let's see where we don't need Champions League, ya jerks. Ya jacks. Let's see. Osasuna 7th. Almeria down in 13th. So Osasuna will probably give us a little bit of trouble. A little bit of trouble. But I think we'll be okay. If we can get those 2 wins, I feel confident in where we'll be going into that World Cup break. Let's take a look at Real Madrid's schedule real quick. See if they can maybe drop some points somewhere. Ooh, away to Rayo Vallecano, excuse me. Rayo Vallecano. And then home to Cadiz, who are tricky. Who are tricky at times. Folks, we could go into the World Cup break sitting in first place. With a little bit of help from Rayo or Cadiz, and Barcelona do what they need to do against Osasuna and Almeria. Just saying, folks, that we can go into the World Cup sitting in first place. Gives us something to look forward to post-World Cup after Lionel Messi lifts it up. Anyway, folks, Mike Aragon says Barça Derby on New Year's Eve. Did I miss that? Where are we at here? Fixtures, please. Fixtures, please. Oh, that's right. Espanyol on December 3rd. That's so wild. There's not a time yet. Hopefully it's not too late, but yeah, that'll be on New Year's Eve. Very exciting stuff. So a lot of good football left for Barcelona to play. Lots of tournament action, even though it's not Champions League. There are trophies on the line. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you know when we're live. You won't miss any of the news, any of the action. Plus, we're here for the live watch-alongs for all the Barcelona matches. So come hang out with us, whether it's Wake Up in Barça or the live Barcelona matches. This is the #1 channel for culés from around the world to come together, cheer on the Blaugrana, support the badge, and support each other. That's what we do here, folks. So if you're new, make sure you subscribe. Come hang out with us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and the Barcelona matches. I'll see you right here on the Undefeated channel. That is going to do it for today. I appreciate you all coming and spending time with me. The Stash Squad is strong in numbers. We are worldwide. And again, folks, we are here to support the badge and support each other. I love you all very much. TikTok, click the hearts. YouTube, click those thumbs. I gotta stop saying it. Drop the like. Say it's just so awkward to say drop the thumbs up. Drop the thumb ups. Click the likes. You know what it is. Like, subscribe, share, all the things that YouTubers say. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point. I'm rambling. I love you all very much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Go out there and have positive interactions. All right? No need to spread negativity. Even if you're feeling down about things, positive interactions. Let that ripple out. High fives and hugs for whoever wants them. And I'll see you next time right here on the Undefeated channel. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride. Mwah.